All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying Barakathea Hawa, Barakathea Hawashai, Barakathea Hawa, Barakathea Hawashai, Barakathea Hawa, Barakathea Hawashai, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well and who taught men his truth. And shalom to you, sincere Akim, out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. But that being said, I'm going to jump straight into this video. I don't want to ratazah. It'll be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Kwadash. And it's going to be, shouldn't be too long. The inspiration for this video comes from Elder Apostle Tahar. He was going into a plethora of topics, but a certain point that he made triggered a bunch of scriptures in my mind. All right, and he's going into the money lenders. He's going into users. Usury, and basically I'm gonna let you hear a little bit of it, but it triggered a bunch of scriptures in my mind, and I said that'll be a good lesson. I don't want to write this out to be edifying. All right, so I'm gonna let you hear a little bit of Elder Apostle Tahar. If you don't know, this is one of his channels. Don't take the charagma. You should already be subscribed. If not, subscribe and watch this video in its entirety. But I'm gonna just play a small portion, the inspiration for this lesson. All right. So here we go.
In some places, the scriptures, when they speak about babes, is talking about actual babes. In other places, it's talking about the men of the Lord being on the level of a baby, not educated. I'll start at 13. Really start the 12 verse, where he whipped the money changers. That's the money changes. That's the whole concept. Esau's banking system is based upon the money changes.
This is where basically the lesson is inspired about right here. The Esau's money system is based upon the money changers, usury, interest, so on and so forth. So listen up. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit.
They manipulate the price. That's the money changes. That's the whole concept. Esau's banking system is based upon the money changes. They manipulate the prices. To make, the old saying is to make the ephod small and the shekel great. So if you would sell something, you would have it on one side of a balancing scale. And what would make it go down is the fact that you're selling the merchandise, and the so it's going down. That side is going up, and the money side is going down, because the more you sell, the more money you make. So that whole thing about the money changers was just that. These guys were taking the truth as far as making money, as becoming rich. Hey, the high priest at that time was living in the palace. So he had nothing bad to say about the Romans. They were in high, cushy positions, and Yahushai, he was considered a common man.
I think that was pretty much the point. I was listening to more of it, but like I said, I kind of zoned out, and a bunch of scriptures was coming to my mind. So I said, let me do a little lesson on it. But that's the point about, you heard about it, the money changers, and that's how much. That's basically that's why Esau, Edom, chiefly Amalek, the Amalekites, which we know who they are, those big nosed people with the small hats, okay, the imposters, okay. We know that's why they really. Chiefly the Rothschilds, that's why they really took hold of our heritage, of this book, because we know Esau Edom is really a carnal man. He's not a spiritual man. He's not a righteous man. He is the wicked. But they gravitated toward the laws, statutes, and commandments because of the laws based upon usury. Okay, you're not supposed to use usury, which is interest, against your brother, but it's okay against the other nations, you know. But hey, we are your brother, you know, as the scripture said, you are the accuser of your brethren, you slanderous, you know. We are both Shemitic, or as you say, Semitic. Okay, we both come from Shem. Matter of fact, we both come from the same mother and father. You are our evil twin brother. Okay, we are Jacob, you are Esau. But I was looking up. I couldn't remember where it was. I think it's in the Britannica, one of the volumes. The elders used to bring it out, but it's also in that book. Who is Esau Edom? It tells you that what is it? Esau Edom is modern day Jewry. Okay, and chiefly the Amalekites. Amalek is the chief house of Esau Edom. Okay, you know, and one of the chief families of the Amalekites, all right, are the Rothschilds, man. Okay, Red Shield. Okay, like the elder apostle Gabar likes to bring out. Okay, and the elders always bring out this quote here. I couldn't remember who it's from, but it's from Meyer Amschel Rothschild. Okay, and it says, "Give me control of a nation's money supply, and I care not who makes its laws." Because Esau Edom is really, you know, he don't give a, like I said, he's not a spiritual man, he's a carnal man. Okay, you know, but he wants control of that money, you know, and that's why he created this Federal Reserve, you know, this fiat system, you know, with this fiscal money, and he's doing away with it, and he's going to usher in a new system, which is a digital system, which we all know is going to be spearheaded by the Charagma. Okay, and therefore he'll have ultimate control of the money, you know, ultimate control of everything. So he believes through his digital oil. Okay, but that's the point, though. Okay, a plethora of scriptures was triggering in that lesson Elder Apostle Tahar did, and let's run through them because I don't want to make this too long. All right, straight to the point. This is Baruch chapter 3. Let me see. I started. I don't want to make it long. Straight to the point, straight to the point. Baruch 3 and 8. It says, "Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us. For a reproach and a curse, those are the curses they fell upon us for a sign and a wonder," right? It says, "For a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers which departed from the Lord our power, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai." All right? You see, so that's the point. We are yet this day in captivity, wherever we are, okay, under this earth, because judgment takes place under the earth. All right, in Easter, Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Esau Edom is ruling, okay, and the chief house of Esau Edom is Amalek, okay, and he really has a foothold through his money system, okay. You see the beast, right? The first arm of the beast is we know he has the beast comprises of what? NATO and the EU. The EU is the financial arm of the beast, and the military arm of the beast is NATO. You see. So that's the point. Esau Edom has a foothold on the earth through his monetary system, his money system. Okay, you see, they control the Federal Reserve, the IMF. You see, they print this money out of thin air. You see, and it's unjust weights, man. Like the elder was saying, you know, it goes back to the money changers. You see. This is and bear with me with this word Salakia. I always butcher it. I can never say this word properly, but Lord's will, I could get it out. This is Proverbs 22 and 7. "The rich ruleth over the poor." Esau Edom and these other nations, these heathens, they're rich, but chiefly Esau Edom. He's rich right now. He's in his heaven. Per Isaac, that was his blessing, the fatness of the earth through the sword. You know, but how did he get it? Through violence, and he's going to have to pay for that. And we're the poor, the needy, the forsaken, the oppressed. Esau's the oppressor. You okay? You see? So this is Proverbs 22 and 7. "The rich ruleth over the poor, and the Salakia, and the borrower is servant to the lender." Salakia, I be butchering that word. I can't never say it, but you get the idea. The rich ruleth over the poor, right? And the borrower is servant to the lender, and that's what we do. We have to borrow everything we we want, man. You got to go get a loan for this, loan for that. You want to get a car, you got to get a loan. You know, you want to get a house, you got to get a loan. You want to go to college, you got to get a loan. You know, and then what comes on the backside of that loan? Interest, usury. You see, and who's setting up the interest payments? Like the elder was saying, going into, who's setting them? You know, Esau, Edom, and the payments, the usury is skewed against you. Okay, you see, he gives his people all type of incentives and tax breaks, and but the usury on you tribes are super high. You know, the penalties. You know, So this is let's see, Deuteronomy 25:13. So Esau, Edom, called himself a God-fearing nation. You know, he says, "In God we trust." Called himself taking up the law, statutes, and the commandments in his hands. Chiefly Amalek. You say you are the Lord's chosen people. You are the people, right? Right? And like I said, we are your brother. We both come from Shem. We both come from Isaac. Okay, we have the same father. Okay, so the Lord said you're not supposed to use usury against your brother. You're not supposed to have diverse weights. Okay, that's what Esau uses, like the elder was saying. Okay, this is a Deuteronomy 25:13. It says, "Thou shalt not have in thy bag diverse weights, a great and small, great and small." All right, this is Proverbs 20:23. Diverse weights are an abomination unto the Lord Yahweh, and a false balance is not good, because the elder was going into the scales, and that's what it is. They're diverse. The money, he's tilting the scales. He's skewing everything. It's not just. He's printing money out of thin air. He's doing all type of wickedness, using usury and interest. What usury is interest. Okay. This is Proverbs 20:10. Diverse weights and diverse measures, both of them are alike abomination to the Lord Yahweh. Okay, so this is let's go Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, that's how you got everything. You stole it by violence. You see, it says because of unrighteous dealings. You didn't righteously buy anything or barter or trade. You stole it. Chiefly America, the earth, the whole earth, man. You stole everything. Okay? You removed the ancient borders that the Lord set up, and you constantly oppressing the nations, man. You see? Habakkuk, your desire is as hell. You can never be satisfied. Gobbling up all the resources. You are the wicked, and you're going to have to pay for that. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, because everything you got was through those diverse weights, unrighteous dealings, usury, deceit, lies, witchcraft, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. And that's what's coming. Esau's the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay? This is Ezekiel. I'm gonna start up on this one. Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches. And that's what you did. You studied all these ancient civilizations and kingdoms before you, and you took what you wanted from them. Chiefly the Babylonians, the Roman Empire. You took pieces, and you ultimately took our heritage. You took so-called Judaism. Okay, that's why it says Esau, Edom is modern day Jewry, and you took it because of the usury. Okay, you see, but hey, that's you in the trick bag. It's gonna be your undoing. With thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, your usury, your interest, your fiscal money, your funny money, your fiat system, okay? And has gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. Yeah, you stole the people's money, you see? And then now you see, and it's backed by nothing, ones and zeros, man. It says, by thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches. You see? You think you're in a good case, man. But everything you gobbled up, you're going to vomit it up. Thus saith the scriptures. Thus saith Job. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of Yahweh, as power. Behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations. Yeah, and that's what's coming. You see? Gog, Magog, and all his allies, companies coming with them, man. You know? That's to undo you, man, to destroy you, you know? To make the land desolate. Okay, but that's the point. Through by thy great wisdom and by thy traffic, thou hast increased thy riches. And that traffic and that usury, man. You know? And I wanted to look up Salaki real quick. I looked up traffic in Ezekiel 28 and 5. Let's look it up in the blue letter, right? Let's see, traffic. Strong's H7404. It says merchandise, traffic, trade, and that's what the elder was saying. When he mentioned the ephod, let me go back to it. Salakia, let me let you hear it. Your trade, everything how you barter and trade with us is wickedly through usury and interest. Your cars, all your loan payments, interest upon interest upon interest, and that's how this man thrives, man. So let me rewind this a little bit and let the elder speak again. Salakia.
His disciples were considered common men. So if you would sell something, you would have money changes. Really started the 12th verse where he whipped the money changes. That's the money changes. That's the whole concept. Esau's banking system is based upon the money changes. They manipulate the prices. To make the old saying is to make the ephod small and the shekel great. So if you would sell something, you would have it on one side of a balancing scale. And what would make it go down is the fact that you're selling the merchandise and the so it's going down. That side is going up, and the money side is going down because the more you sell, the more money you make. So that whole thing about the money changers was just that. These guys were taking the truth as far as making money, as becoming rich. Hey, the high priest at that time was living in the palace. So he had nothing bad to say about the Romans. They were in high, cushy positions. And Yahushua, he was considered a common man. His disciples were considered common men, unlearned. Acts chapter 4. So let me read this. 12th verse. He overthrew the tables and the money changers. Let me look up the word money changers. I'm sidetracking a little bit, but that's all right.
G 2855. Halibistes.
Which means a money changer, a banker. What makes banks rich or bankers rich is the system of money. They have a lending system, a borrowing system. They lend you money, you borrow the money, but you got to pay on interest. Every credit card that you got, you say, well, I ain't got a bank account. Do you have a credit card? Yes. Well, guess what? You got a bank account because all your credit cards are linked up to a particular bank. And it's all based on interest. They create money out of thin air. And when you pay, if they give you $100,000, there's a interest rate on it, APR, annual percentage rate. So the annual percentage rate might be 30%. So guess what? You got to pay them back the $100,000 plus the 30% interest, which if you're slow on it, it's compounded. So by the time you pay, if you do the math, by the time you pay that bill off, it might be 10 years from now, and you probably gave him $1 million.
Yep. That's the point. You can watch the whole lesson, watch the whole lesson. He was going in, but that's the point. Like I said, by thy traffic, how he trades, his whole money system, the whole system of exchanging for goods, that's how he got rich, and it's through usury. You see? Again, Proverbs, bear with me with this word, Proverbs 22:7, the rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. Okay? You see? You see? So let's get some scriptures. Like I said, and Esau, Edom, he's our evil twin brother, man. You see? And you call yourself taking the law, statutes, and commandments into your mouth. What does it say? Deuteronomy 23:19. Thou shalt not lend. Okay? He's lending to who? Us. You tribes. That's part of the curses. Matter of fact, let me get this first. We know them. Deuteronomy, I started 45. Deuteronomy 28:45. Moreover, all these curses, because we disobeyed the Lord, right? If we obeyed, the blessings were going to, cover us. But since we disobeyed, the curses pursued us. Okay? You see it, and they are upon us forever, for a sign and a wonder. Okay? Until Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai redeems us, which that day is quickly approaching. Okay? Or it says, no one shall buy you. The only one that can free us is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? So this is Deuteronomy 28:45. Okay? Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Because thou servest not the Lord Yahweh thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. That's the main point. Deuteronomy 28:48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, Esau, chiefly Esau, Edom, all right? And the chief house of Esau, Edom is Amalek, all right? Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And that's what we got to go to this devil for everything. Everything we want, we got to go to him. Okay? You see? And what does he have when you go to him? When you're going to go buy something, exchange, or, with this devil, he has unjust weights. He got weights of all diverse manners, man. He's got a false balance, a whole system set up based upon usury and interest. And it's no way getting around it, you see? But the Lord did that. That's part of the curses. We were going to have to go to this devil. Okay? You see? You see? You see? You can read the whole chapter. We know it. But that's the point. You see? That respect, you know it. The yoke of, you know it. You know it. So let's keep going. Deuteronomy 23:19. Thou shalt not lend upon usury to thy brother. Usury of money, usury of victuals, usury of anything that is lent upon usury. You see? And that's what Esau, he puts taxes, not only does he put interest on things, he taxes you. He makes you pay tribute. You see? So this man is an altogether devil. Okay? You see? You see? Let's see. Let's go. Deuteronomy 23:20. Unto a stranger thou mayest lend upon usury. And that means the other nations. Okay? You see? We're not supposed to use usury amongst each other, the brothers, the family, the tribes, And like I said, Esau, Edom, he's our brother, But again, like Moab, Ammon, you can use usury interest on them. You see? That's what the law says. Unto Deuteronomy 23:20. Unto a stranger thou mayest lend upon usury, but unto thy brother thou shalt not lend upon usury, that the Lord Yahweh thy power may bless thee in all that thou settest thine hand into the land whither thou goest to possess it. You see? You see? But that's the point. That's the point. Esau, Edom is using usury against his brother Jacob. Okay? You know, you see, and that's why I said, where was it? Damn, where was it? Salakia, Ecclesiasticus. Nope, Salakia. Ecclesiasticus 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Okay, and that's what's coming. The kingdom is about to be translated because even the elder said that, Elder Apostle Tahar, he said, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai can bring judgment upon this devil just based upon his money system, which is set up upon usury. Okay, and that's like I said, that's what the Rothschild and Meyer Amschel Rothschild said. All right, give me control of a nation's money, because what was he gonna do? Have unjust weights, man, and apply usury and interest. He was gonna set up a funny money system, okay, so that he could have complete control and gobble up all the resources. You see, you see, you see. Give me control of a nation's money supply, and I care not who makes its laws. And that's why it tells you that Esau Edom is modern day Jewry. All right, okay. You see? And who is Esau Edom? Okay, by Charles A. Wiseman. All right, and it's also, I believe it's found in one of the Britannicas the elders used to bring out, if I can remember correctly. All right, but Esau Edom is modern day Jewry. Okay, and they chose, so-called Judaism so that they can apply the law of usury, man. Okay, you see, but guess what? It's an abomination in the sight of the Lord, and you're going to have to pay for that, man. Okay, now you're going to have to pay for that, okay? But anyway, I don't want to Ratazah that came together, all right? Keep pushing like I always say. We're close. Shalom. Wa abad babal.